everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Atia here, and today I wish to speak about an important topic which is quite near and dear to my heart. Also, it is practically important for all PhD scholars, and that is time management. Not only for PhD scholars, but for all students, it is important. And today I wish to share my perspective on this thing. Okay. Time management, when it comes, I believe the concept of time management should be replaced with another term, and it's called energy management. For me, energy matters more than time. You may have all the time in the world, but if you are sick, if you are mentally not prepared for what's coming, then even if you have time, you won't be able to utilize that time well. And this is the case with me as well as with everyone. So, this video is going to share all that I've learned with respect to energy management. Because if you manage energy, time will automatically be managed. Okay. So, first of all, we need to take into account whether we are doing dry lab work or wet lab work or field work. Okay. And at which time of the day we are most active. For example, if you ask me, I'm most efficient in the morning. My energy goes down as the day goes down, but that may not be the case with everyone. I know of so many students who actually do wet lab work at night. So that is okay as long as you know that this is the time when I'm most active. So first decide which phase of the day is most important to you when it comes to working productively. And this is important because you need to shift the most challenging work to that phase of the day. For example, I do all the wet lab work in the morning because that is the time I'm most efficient. Reference work I do usually later in the day. So that is also there. So we have to first check all these parameters. Second, managing fitness. Managing fitness is so important. Sometimes we say, who will waste 30 minutes on workouts, or who will take nutritionist help, or who would pay attention to diet and exercise. But 30 minutes of workout every day, you will be able to get more out of the day. Okay. And this has happened with me also. Whenever I have been consistent with workout, it has only helped me improve my efficiency towards work. So, work out for around 30 minutes per day. That is absolutely important. And it's also important to have a really strong, I would not say rigid, but a strong routine. It's important. So, if you are a person who loves structure, you can set the fitness routine as around 6 days a week workout or 3 days a week workout. Start small, start with 5 minutes. Don't go for 30 minutes directly. Okay. If you are a person who does not love any structure, what you can do is you can actually say, okay, in this week I'm going to work out for around two times, or I can work out for around one time, but you may not decide which days it is. Okay, so these many times have to be completed during the day. You don't have to decide on which day it is. So that is one thing. So that way you can manage fitness. The more you manage fitness, more there will be energy and more you will be able to get out of the time that you have. Third thing is calendar blocking. So first of all, why is it important and what is calendar blocking? First of all, whenever we say we have to do anything, okay, say suppose I make a list of things. Unless I give it time and date, you won't be able to do it. That is a fact. So calendar blocking is nothing but putting on your calendar what task you will do at which date and at which time. Okay, this has been described very efficiently in the video that I'll be linking below. This particular creator has actually nailed calendar blocking, and she has actually shown how calendar blocking can be done. And I would highly encourage you to go about it. Please watch the video. Most of the times, the mistake that we do is we prepare to-do list on the same day that we have to do the tasks. Why can't we do it earlier? When we prepare to-do list earlier, that means the previous day, what happens is we set our mind. We subconsciously train our mind that this and this we are going to do. Okay, all the calculations, if you are if you have to prepare any chemical or anything, that can be done the previous day. You don't have to stress yourself on the same day. Okay, so keeping everything ready helps you set the tone of the day. It helps you to get less overwhelmed and less stressed, which then helps you to utilize the time more effectively as compared to if you start everything haphazardly and do it at the last minute. The final thing, enthusiasm needs to be upped as well. Follow whichever hobby you want. Stress reduction is an important parameter. This year I've made a resolution. Maybe not a resolution, but just something new that I've started. That every week I will go outdoor once. I go outdoor for work, but I will go outdoor just for recreation. And that is something that I feel I have missed in 2020. Going outdoor every week, being with nature, helps you in reducing stress levels. This reduced stress level increase productivity and help in utilizing the time more effectively. At the end of the day, this video is all about energy management, enthusiasm management. Of what use is the time if we are not able to enjoy the time which we are fully? So please follow the steps. Let me know what else resonates with you. Any other tips that you would like to add? I believe journey of PhD is more to do with stress reduction than actually work management. And I believe if energy and enthusiasm is upped, automatically the level of our productivity, the level with which we utilize our time, that will also go up. What do you think about this video? Share in the comments below and let me know. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.